I feel like I could be Batman. I feel like
North West is going viral again, and not in a good way. People are losing their minds after she was seen rocking face tattoos, flashy grills, and icy blue contacts while hopping on a private jet with a crew that's raising major eyebrows. Like, what is Kim Kardashian even thinking letting this happen? This isn't just a little edgy look. North looked completely unrecognizable. The tattoos covered her face, the grill sparkled like she just walked off a rap video set, and those contacts, straight out of a science fiction movie. It had fans convinced it was just a Halloween costume. But nope, this is her real vibe now. And get this, she wasn't alone. Her friends were matching the look too, with similar tattoos and accessories, all while boarding a private jet to hit up a concert. It's giving full-on rock star energy. But for a 12-year-old, that's got people seriously talking. Kim hasn't said a word about the situation, but fans online are asking if she's just letting North do whatever she wants for the sake of self-expression. Some are defending her, saying she's just being creative, while others are calling it way too much for her age. And honestly, can you even imagine what Kanye would say if he saw this? Even though he's not really involved with Kim and the kids lately, people think he'd completely lose it over this whole situation. Things are definitely getting intense, and everyone's waiting to see if Kim finally addresses the chaos. Someone online said, "What in the Kanye West is happening?" And honestly, that comment sums up the whole internet's reaction right now. Maybe Kanye would get it, since he's always been a little out there himself.
The state of you and Kanye's co-parenting relationship.
What do you think co-parenting with Kanye West is like?
How much is on you, Kim?
It's not easy. But I mean, I raise the kids, full time. They live with me. Whenever he'll call for them and ask, it's probably been a couple months since we've heard from him.
But people are questioning how far Kim is willing to go with this whole self-expression thing. Sources close to the family are saying Kim isn't setting any limits, and that she actually wants North to have full freedom to express herself however she wants. No rules, no boundaries, just vibes. But that's where people are getting nervous, because if Kim's the main parent and she's not setting any restrictions, that means North's basically growing up in a world where everything is fair game. Tattoos, private jets, designer, everything. It's all just available on demand. Fans online are joking that North has main character energy, but others are worried she's being raised with zero structure.
I feel like I could be Batman. I feel like you could be Batman. Anybody could be Batman. You just gotta get the gadgets.
And with Kim constantly hustling between brand deals, photo shoots, and TV appearances, people are wondering when she even has time to really check in on what North's doing. It's starting to look like North can do whatever she wants, whenever she wants. And that's exactly what she's doing. The shocking part? North and her friends were apparently heading to the Antagonist Tour, which features artists from the group known as Opium. That includes Playboy Cardi and a few others who have major allegations tied to their names.
Playboy Cardi is facing his biggest challenge yet as the leader of Opium with this homicide gang situation. Allegedly, Bino, who's one half of the duo, has been DMing underage girls and trying to meet up with them backstage at their concerts. And there's also alleged screenshots to back this up as well. These allegations have led the duo to cancel their tour as well.
Why is a 12-year-old anywhere near that scene? And honestly, they're not wrong. That's not exactly a family-friendly crowd. The whole situation has people questioning where the line between freedom and parenting really is. The lyrics these artists are performing are wild, full of drug references, explicit themes, and stuff that's clearly made for adults, not kids. Teenagers might sneak into that world, but North is only 12. She's still a kid, and yet she's being exposed to music that's miles beyond her age range. It's honestly shocking that Kim would think this is okay. To give you a better idea of who these performers are, one of the guys on the lineup, Destroy Lonely, has a long list of troubling accusations. A clip online breaks down some of the disturbing things people have said about him. His ex-girlfriend, Aisha, came forward on social media claiming that during a trip to Germany, things got physical between them. She said he allegedly pushed her into a bed frame and that her head was left bleeding after the incident. She also claimed that he hit her in an Uber and verbally lashed out multiple times.
How come she's saying that you hit her? Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason why she would try to say that you hit her?
I don't think so.
No? Not at all? Okay. And so you didn't put your hands on her?
No.
No? Not at all? How come?
In one of her tweets, Aisha mentioned stars like Don Toliver and Pink Pantheress while explaining the whole situation, saying he cracked my head open in Germany because she didn't get up right away to roll him some weed. That's terrifying behavior, and it paints a very dark picture of what's going on behind the scenes with some of these artists. And yet, this is the environment North was being brought into. Concerts featuring artists with disturbing histories and violent allegations. There's even a clip online of Destroy Lonely talking to police officers about his girlfriend's social media use, sounding totally unbothered about the situation. It's no wonder people are saying Kim needs to step in before this goes any further. This is definitely not the world a 12-year-old should be getting comfortable in.
And I'm telling her, I don't like how she posts pictures on Instagram, and she's saying she don't care, or she gonna do it for the money. And I'm like, bro, like, why you in a relationship with me? Then she says she wanna break up, all this shit, then we just arguing, and we fight, and she ended up going out the room in her drawers and getting locked out the door, and then that's how we came downstairs. Because the glass door upstairs, you can't get in without a key fob. So she was trying to walk, but then she was angry. We talking, she walked outside in the drawers, and she can't get back in. And then come in the hallway, we still arguing, end up arguing downstairs, still arguing, end up arguing upstairs, still arguing. They call it, we arguing. They just don't want to get physical. Y'all didn't get physical at all?
If you weren't already convinced that this concert was not the place for a 12-year-old, here's where things get even darker. Another artist performing that night, a rapper named Ken, was actually arrested for what he allegedly did to his girlfriend. There's even body cam footage of police taking him in after the situation turned physical. It's disturbing to watch, and honestly, it makes your stomach turn knowing how common this kind of thing has become in the industry. It's heartbreaking seeing so many women end up in situations where they're being treated like this, and even worse, seeing young fans unknowingly idolize these men. And that's not even the end of it. The main headliner of the event North and her friends attended, Playboy Carti, has also been accused of harming his former girlfriend. The situation reportedly got so bad that even one of his own employees, a man named Carl Reynolds, had to step in. Carl was driving Carti and his girlfriend at the time when things got so heated that he literally pulled the car over and forced them into separate vehicles to stop things from escalating. We still don't know the identity of the woman involved, as her name hasn't been publicly confirmed, but what we do know is that footage has surfaced of her describing what she went through, and it's seriously hard to listen to.
So other than pushing you down and choking you, what else? And I know you said you couldn't breathe. Were you gasping for air? Were you asking him to let you go?
I was trying to, but I couldn't even. I was scared. At that point, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die.
The fact that this is the type of environment Northwest was being taken into has left fans outraged. People can't believe Kim would allow her daughter and her young friends to be around grown men with violent pasts. Because Kim Kardashian just dropped some very interesting details on the Call Her Daddy podcast. She actually admitted that she's made a few bad parenting calls when it comes to styling North. Kim said, "My daughter tries to wear these things that her friends are wearing, and I'm like, okay, we're never doing that again." Sounds like Kim's learning the hard way that not every outfit needs to make a statement, especially when the whole world's watching. Kim went on to say that one of those mistakes happened when North showed up in a corset-style outfit while they were touring Europe at just 12 years old. And of course, the internet had plenty to say about it. But when Kim hit the red carpet recently, reporters couldn't help but ask about North's growing fame and whether she's ready to carry on the Kardashian legacy. And honestly, judging by all this attention, she's already halfway there.
North really seems to have the Hollywood bug. Do you think she's the one that's going to just continue with the family business?
I think she will. I think it's just in her blood and who she is and what she loves to do. Yeah. So it's, a fine line as a parent to figure that out together.
To guide her.
Yeah.
You are awaiting the bar exam results. They're coming in November. You were studying while you're doing the show. How would you kind of describe this era that you're in? Because you're juggling a lot.
I mean, it's pretty meta, right? It is good practice. Right. There is a lot of lingo that I know that is really fun that I have to explain to the other girls. Yeah, that they don't really know. So it has been such a fun experience.
Life imitating art is hilarious. Like, I'm sure you didn't plan all of that,
We kind of did, though.
You did?
Yeah, we kind of did. I mean, it was inspired. Ryan wrote the role based off of my law school journey and then with a twist.
You're a leading lady now, and I love it.
In other wild Kardashian news, Scott Disick decided to troll Kim in the most random way possible by showing up with gallons of milk. Yep, actual milk. This came right after Kim's interview on Call Her Daddy, where she casually confessed that she has no idea how much everyday things cost.
How much a year do you spend on glam?
Well, a lot, but if I'm filming my show, then they pay for it. If I'm working, then they pay for it. So I try to get it all paid for so that I don't personally have to pay for it.
Smart.
Yeah, but a tally. I mean, I don't have a concept of what like certain simple things cost, which really is, you know, I'd like to know a little bit more about what like a milk carton costs, and you know, let me think about this.
You can text.
No, I mean it's probably.
You like call your business manager.
Yeah, I should know this actually.
You should. Like 6 figures, 7 figures.
It could be $1 million. You know.
I don't think I'd be surprised at that, right?
You got a lot of cheap,
babe. It looks great.
You know, but I don't know.
Like, seriously? The internet went wild over it. And of course, Scott couldn't resist turning it into a joke. He was spotted posing with huge jugs of milk and a couple of shopping bags like he just came from a grocery run. But make it celebrity edition. The whole thing looked like a setup for the paparazzi, and people couldn't tell if it was supposed to be funny or just painfully awkward. Scott's out here golfing with milk in hand like it's a designer accessory. It's giving bored millionaire energy. Honestly, the photo shoot was kinda cringe. It just wasn't hitting. Fans online were roasting both of them, saying Kim's confession was the most out-of-touch thing ever. One comment read, "You know how rich you gotta be to even say something like that?" While another person added, "She really should have kept that to herself." And honestly, they're not wrong. Admitting you don't know how much basic items cost is peak billionaire bubble behavior. It's kind of crazy when you think about how far Kim's come. Because remember back in 2011, when she dropped that diamond earring in the ocean and cried about it like it was the end of the world?
Daddy, my earring's gone!
Are you
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry, my diamond earring!
Hold on.
Seriously! It's not funny!
Are you serious?
We got $75,000!
Hold on, we'll find it, baby.
We're not gonna find it in the ocean! Oh, what happened? My diamond earrings fell out! I had my diamond earrings and one of them came out!
Oh my god, alright, so take this one out. Show me where. Just show
In the ocean! I'm not gonna find it!
Back then, at least, she knew how much things were worth. Now, she's out here losing track of milk prices and giving the internet endless meme material. Oh, how times have changed. Or maybe, not really. Kim actually talked about that whole diamond earring meltdown during her Call Her Daddy interview, and she admitted it was one of her first big purchases.
Losing your diamond earring in Bora Bora.
That was like one of my first biggest purchases, so they weren't insured yet. That's why I was so upset, is because that would be money down the drain. If I insured them, then I can just like claim them, and then I could have gotten my money back, but I hadn't insured them. I got them that week. Kylie dove down, found it with her goggles in the ocean, and then went back and found the earring back. So I have the full exact earring.
She explained that the jewelry wasn't insured yet, which is why she completely lost it when it fell into the ocean. And honestly, fair enough, that rock was worth a small fortune. The best part? It was Kylie Jenner who ended up finding it. Yep, little Kylie jumped straight into the ocean, dove around like a pro, and actually spotted the diamond right away. That moment low-key showed what kind of girl Kylie was gonna grow up to be. Fearless, determined, and definitely a go-getter. But speaking of the Jenners, I was shook when photos surfaced of Kendall Jenner hanging out with Mary-Kate Olsen. Like, what? That's such a random duo. You can barely even see Mary-Kate in the pictures. She's covered up in her usual all-black fit, oversized coat, and giant shades, totally blending into the background. But yup, it's definitely her. The two were spotted at Sushi Park, one of LA's most low-key celebrity spots, and let me tell you, that place is so unassuming. I've actually driven by it a bunch of times, and from the outside, it just looks like a regular strip mall sushi spot. Nothing flashy, no red carpet, no drama, but for some reason, that's exactly why every A-lister goes there. Still, Kendall and Mary-Kate hanging out, that's not a duo anyone saw coming.
stop what you're doing right now because you are never gonna believe who Kendall Jenner had dinner with last night. Yeah, you saw that right. It's Mary-Kate Olsen. If you cannot understand how big of a deal this is, you're probably beyond help, but I'll try to do my best to explain it anyway. You do not see Mary-Kate out in public, at least with influencer-y or Instagram-y type celebrities, so this is pretty crazy. And after I looked through all the photos, it actually made me weirdly sad, not even in like an anti-Kardashian way, but just in that I think part of the appeal of the Olsen twins is that they feel like suspended in time in this way. Like, I want her to not even know who Kendall Jenner is, so seeing her at dinner with her just kind of like took me out of the spell a little bit. And if we were to look at this practically, like Kendall Jenner is always wearing the row, so like it makes sense that she would be hanging out with Mary-Kate. I saw people in the comments of like the Dumois photos theorizing that maybe they're doing some sort of like collab with the row, which would be pretty insane.
And now, everyone's wondering, what were they talking about? Sushi Park might look basic from the outside, but don't let it fool you. It's one of LA's most exclusive celebrity hangouts. So many stars go there to have private dinners, secret meetings, or those hush-hush serious conversations you just know are about business or drama. From what people say, the restaurant doesn't even have a proper menu. The chef just whips up a custom meal for you on the spot. And of course, it'll cost you hundreds of dollars. But for people like Kendall Jenner and Mary-Kate Olsen, that's literally pocket change. Still, the real shocker here is seeing Mary-Kate out in public at all. We rarely ever catch her or Ashley Olsen anywhere, which is why this hangout instantly caught everyone's attention. Fans online were going crazy, wondering if maybe there's something big in the works. Possibly a The Row x Kendall Jenner collaboration? It would make total sense considering Mary-Kate and Ashley's brand, The Row, is all about that quiet luxury vibe, and Kendall fits that aesthetic perfectly. Honestly, it'd be amazing to see the Olsen twins step back into the spotlight a bit more. They've been keeping things super low-key for years, but every time they pop up, people get nostalgic for that early 2000 era they totally defined. But on a sad note, and this one's hard to even talk about, Kylie Jenner's dog, Norman, has passed away. Fans who followed Kylie for years know how much she adored that pup, so this one really stings. Dogs seriously hold such a special place in our hearts, and I feel so sorry for Kylie right now. Losing Norman must have been heartbreaking. He was around 13 years old, which is a long, beautiful life for a dog, especially one that lived as glam as Norman did. Let's be honest, that pup was living in pure luxury. From designer dog beds to being featured on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Norman was practically a celebrity himself.
Look, I just ran into all my babies on their walk. Hi, babies.
I still remember the first time Kylie showed him on TV. I was like, wait, what kind of dog is that? He was all skinny, tall, gray, always shaking a little, but somehow looked so elegant. He had that nervous but classy energy. The ultimate model dog. And Kylie adored him. She recently posted, "I love you forever," which honestly broke so many hearts online. Saying goodbye to a pet like that? It hits different. If you've ever lost a pet, you know exactly how painful that feels. It's like losing a family member. So truly, shout out to anyone out there who's gone through that kind of loss recently or still misses a pet from years ago. You're not alone in that pain. I'll never forget my own dog, Annie. She was a tiny rescue poodle and my best friend for years. Losing her left such a hole in my heart, and I totally understand what Kylie's going through. Norman will be so missed. And even though Kylie still has other dogs, it doesn't make it any easier. Losing one you've loved that long, that's a heartbreak money can't fix. I totally get it when people say, oh, she can just get another dog. But come on, it's not that simple. You can't replace that kind of bond, even if Kylie has a whole pack at home. Norman was special, and losing him clearly hit her hard. Still, it's wild seeing how many dogs she has. It's like a mini pet mansion over there. But back to the bigger picture, I seriously want to know what you guys think about all this. Like, should Kim be keeping a closer eye on North? Because the face tattoos, the private jet rides, the grown-up concerts, it's giving a little too much freedom for a 12-year-old, don't you think? It's such a tricky situation because, yeah, she might just be expressing herself, but there's definitely something about it that feels a bit off. People online are split. Some are saying she's just finding her style early, while others think it's a red flag that could snowball as she gets older. Either way, North is growing up fast, and you just know she's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. But honestly, this drama is just heating up. And tomorrow's upload? Oh, it's about to get even messier. So make sure you turn on notifications and subscribe to Unfiltered Tea, because we drop daily celebrity gossip videos every single day. Like this video, share it with your friends, and drop all your thoughts in the comments. I seriously want to know what you think. I'll catch you in the next one, right here at Unfiltered Tea.